So, hey everybody, I am your decision guide here, and I want to do something different. Okay, instead of doing this based on signs, I'm going to do my readings based on situations. I'm finding that my readings are leaning more towards deeper advice. I can go deeper and I can spend more time on situations if I do that, then just like 12 videos a day. Plus, I've gone a long time without doing any readings. And I did that because it started out Mercury retrograde, but then it ended up with me going through a really, really wonderful transition. So, what I do basically is I pull three cards. We're going to do love on this one. And when we do the love, I pull three cards. That gives me my topic. And I just do it right on the spot, right? So this topic is about someone you're involved with getting away with something in order to offer you something solid because they are emotionally sure at this point about what it is that they want. Not sure what I'm going to title it yet, but that's what this reading is about. So if this resonates with you, that summation that I just did, by all means, stay and listen. That means this is for you, regardless of your sign, and you'll be able to get a reading on that. So someone looks like they're cutting their losses or trying to sneak away from something with the Five of Swords here. More like cutting their losses, like, um, whomever thought that this person they were hurting this person, but this person is really getting away with something. And while everybody else is turning their back, they're kind of taking their swords that they can take and they're moving away. Swords represent the mind, it represents the mental attitude. So it looks like there are some ideas or beliefs or some things that this person was tied to that they decided to drop a couple of those things and walk away with what they actually can walk away with. Okay, and they're doing that so that they can make room to have a solid offer for some of you who are watching, right? With the Page of Pentacles, they want to drop one thing that they thought was something, and they're walking away into something more solid that they have had with the King of Cups emotional wisdom and maturity about. So someone has shifted their mind in a very sneaky way, moved away from a situation to offer you something very solid based on their emotional maturity. And I'm repeating that so that I can formulate that in my own mind because I don't want to forget and I don't want you to forget, okay? And true enough, they're walking away. This is a broken glass card that actually defined this. I've gone back to the first deck that I ever used. I started out reading tarot cards maybe 10 years ago with playing cards, and I wrote on them at the time, and I just never got a new pair. But this is broken glass, death of a friend, or a relationship of some kind. And this has happened within the year where this person has been evolving to this place of breaking off with someone in order to come with you. Okay? And what they're offering is hopefully money and marriage with the fourth card, Four of Hearts here, which represents money, abundance, and marriage around money. Okay. And it's the fish card. It also can represent a little bit of substance abuse. So this person probably struggled with drinking too much or overindulging in alcohol, took some time to get themselves together, or maybe they used the alcohol in order to kind of get to this point and get their minds together. But overall, this card does represent um, marriage and money. So that definitely confirms this solid offer here. Okay. Um, and for the, wow, for the clarification of the King of Cups, we have the bouquet, which represents something very pleasant, and the Six of Clubs, which represents something immediate or a surprise or an immediate surprise. So we're talking about a very pleasant immediate surprise after it seems that you've waited for this person to kind of come to their senses. So it looks like that this person is going to come around pretty quickly for those of you that this resonates with. So I like the way this reading is shaping up. So what I'll do is I'll leave these cards here for a second. And wow, I'm gonna throw out some romance cards and see exactly where this person is. And shuffle those. And I'm going to also use my own deck, which those of you know that I do have my own deck. Make sure I got the right ones here. And let's see what the overall energy is or advice is for you. So this is really turned into a really solid reading so far. Someone ending something to come towards you, and they've done some emotional work. Wow, they've really ended something because this says ended. They've cut something off, and they have been detoxing from that relationship. Wow. So that is true. We got the detox card. We got the substance abuse card that is also has a dual meaning of abundance and marriage. So someone has been detoxing. Someone has been getting their life together. Someone has been doing some emotional. See if I can get that down so you can see it real good. All right. You need to call upon a trusted friend, So as this person comes around to you, any friends that you can kind of um, lean on for advice, not for the final decision that you make. Ultimately, not even this reading can be your final decision. You need to call upon that trusted friend. Also, your body's trying to tell you something, so pay attention to your health. Pay attention to what your gut is telling you in regards to this situation. It looks like your body is definitely going to um, give you some clues, and also the lover card. So this is about a particular lover that you actually know about. So we definitely have that confirmation there. It's about around a relationship. Now examine all your relationships in regards to this relationship. Like, does this relationship, is it fulfilling? Is it enriching? Is it going to complement your own relationships? We have the new birth. So, whatever it is that you've been waiting for in regards to this relationship, it is ready to come forth. It's time to produce what you've been working on. And this person also feels the same way. So, just know that the time has come and it's here, and that person knows it, and now you know it. Okay, so that's that. Let's see if there are any questions that you need to ask in regards to this. What are the pros and cons? So let's do a throw out based on some of the pros and cons. That's an excellent, excellent question. And then after that, I'll pull a timing card. Okay. And we'll go from there and wrap this reading up. And I'll talk to you a little bit in regards to this reading. So basically, someone has left a situation a little shady, but they left. And they're not really concerned about the person that they left behind. They're like, whatever. But they are coming to you with a lot more solid kind of um, offer. Okay, so I'm going to draw some pros and cons here. Okay. It's been a long time since I posted, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to do this for a while until I get some of these inspired messages off of my chest, because I've been inspired to do it this way. However, if any of you signs want to, if I get a lot of requests from a particular sign, I will do a specific sign. I will throw that in there. But I'm going to always do by popular demand, always, until I feel led to do it another way, because sometimes I would do some and some of the signs wouldn't hardly get any views, while some of the signs were just like overwhelming. And I am an astrologer too, and I do know that there are certain signs that are just really, really going through right now more than others. So instead of picking those signs, I'll let you all pick and vote on the signs that you need most. And whichever one is more popular, that's the one I'll go with, because there's so many of us readers doing all the signs. So I basically want to do mine on a need-based basis, okay? So what we're doing now is we're seeing some of the pros and the cons. So what I'll do is I'm gonna do a pro and a con. That's my pro and my con file. Okay, so a pro is that um, this is going to give you a little bit more control in regards to making decisions. Okay, the pro is that now you know what you got to work with. Okay, and you can actually begin on a journey that you had probably been holding off on. So that's a pro, right? Now, the con is that this is going to bring up some judgment and some things from the past that you're going to be needing to address. So things that you probably had buried and put to sleep are probably going to have to come back up out of the grave, and you're going to have to address them. You're going to have to address them very honestly. Okay? Let me see. Okay, so, however, right? Addressing them will require, which is the tree card, addressing them is going to, even though it's going to be painful, it's going to cause a lot of growth, and it's going to contribute to the maturity, okay, of this particular situation. You'll come a lot further by going on and digging in. So even though there may be some negatives there, that will be a positive outcome too, even though it's a con. So you still need to be ready to bring up some hard truths that you've been burying. Also, the decisions that you will be able to make will be around the things that you love, which is going to be a pro all the way. So that's good, because the things that you love, you haven't really been able to address. Now these things are coming back around. You get to take a look at them. So you see how the universe just balances those things out, right? Let's take a look at a couple more, okay? Let's do it one more time. So a pro is more choices around the things that you love. A con, or a perceived con, is going to be that you're going to have to talk about some painful things that's going to cause some growth and maturity, though, over time. All right. Okay, a pro, even though it doesn't look like a pro, is the Three of Hearts. With this Three of Hearts, you will be able to address a lot of the heartbreak that has taken place in this particular union. As you address that, this person will finally get to see you for who you really, really are, and this will bring your friendship closer together. Okay, so that's the pro, right? The con is that this is going to take a while for you all to get this back on solid footing, right? So this is the beginning of the journey, but it's going to take a while. It's going to take some work, and it's going to take some building of trust and reliance on each other, right? Going to have to learn how to rely on each other. This is the card of reliability. So this is going to ask you to work on being reliable, and so that you all will be able to know that you can count on each other, right? Once that happens, though, you will be granted with a wonderful surprise that will reward you with the work that it took to actually get to this point, okay? So basically, if you can keep an open mind, as you can see, you can turn the cons into a positive. All right. So always remember that anything that seems like it's a con is always a positive. Um, Let's see if there are any pros and cons in the romance deck. Okay, so it looks like to me that the pro to this coming back around is that some family issues will be healed, right? You'll be able to address things that um, you both will be able to address things and put things to rest that may have had you all feeling some kind of way, you know? And address those and heal those within yourselves as well as the family, right? And it'll bring about a beautiful perspective. It will change your perspective so that you can see the beauty in the relationship rather than the things that were coming in between you. Now, free yourself was on the con side, right? Because I just wanted to just see if there was anything on the concept. It's going to appear to be a con, but it's going to set you free. You're going to have to let something go that you've been hanging on to. And look, there's the mouse card. It's a lot. It means a loss, a slow loss, something that is trying to pull away from you that you're hanging on to, that you don't want to let go of, you're going to have to let go of it. So it's going to be a perceived con, but it's definitely going to help you free yourself. So make sure that whatever it is that you've been hanging on to, that you let it go. All right? Because that is going to be necessary for this whole thing to actually take place and benefit you anyway. Okay? Let's see what your cosmic reading card says. Okay. Be fearless through this situation. I think that's excellent. So you need to be fearless through this. We talked about letting go. We talked about um, drudging up things that you thought were buried and you no longer needed to discuss, but you're going to need to through this process. So this says, do you really want to look back on your life and see how wonderful it could have been had you not been afraid to live it? Has fear been holding you back from pursuing your dreams and following your heart? Do you hold a fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of change, fear of making mistakes, fear of what society may think, and fear of life and death? The fear of failing can be immobilizing, and many wonderful opportunities are missed because of it. It serves only as a wall, stopping you from living your joyous life. When you hide behind that wall of fear, you not only slow down the process of transformation and growth, but you also attract what you most fear. For example, if you have a fear of not being worthy, you will find yourself in situations and circumstances that validate those fears. Building those walls of fear don't protect you from the unknown. It keeps you imprisoned within a cycle of challenges. These challenges may come in different disguises, but ultimately they hold the same energy. To transcend this repetitious wheel is to shine light on the face of those inner fears. Now, that goes back to that judgment card for me. Shining light on those things that you thought were buried deep in the past. Shine a light on them. This is not a battle, but an act of pure love and compassion. Go within yourself and find out from where these fears stem. Fears are usually born from something you've seen, heard, or experienced personally. Send this shade within you love, understanding, and compassion. You are stronger than you realize. Take the next step, and live your life fearlessly. Your prayer should be, Great Spirit, give me the strength to embrace the fears within me with love, compassion, and light. So that's that. To the point. If you needed an extended reading around this, I'll be glad to do it, regardless of what your sign is. And of course, I will ask your sign when you contact me. But this is the overall reading for your situation. Okay? Be on the lookout for more to come. And I certainly hope this helped you align better with your purpose and your goal. All right. Thanks for listening. Be blessed. Bye.